my gosh. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Actually, I did. Hey, it's Nakia. It's Monday night. That means it is time for another Sidekick Power Hour. We've been doing this for well over a year now. I mean, we're getting, we're moving on. We're getting into close to a year and a half at this point. We're so glad that you are here with us and you've been on this journey with us for so long. I was looking at the opening and I was thinking to myself, oh, that's okay, Robert, you can bring me the water. Hang on. Okay, thank you. He's picking it up the water. All right, so I was looking at the opening and I saw something that's in the opening that I don't think that we really follow through on, and that is surprises galore. So we're gonna from now on we're gonna start trying to give you a surprise. We've got some surprises for you tonight, for sure. And we'll start by surprising you with the format tonight. I'm gonna let our good friend, the Sidekick creator himself, tell us all about it. Say hello to Joshua R. Pangborn.
Hey everyone, happy Monday. It is time for another Sidekick Power Hour. It's episode 72, I believe. And as Nakia said, we've been doing this for a very long time. And tonight we have a special treat for you, a special surprise, I think. We are going to be doing a Halloween play reading, which will give us all a chance to see the Sidekick characters and the Crewniverse people in a new and fun and exciting roles. We're doing a play reading of an original play called The Monster Mash Bash.
Ooh, awesome.
Which is obviously why our names are different below ourselves right now, because normally we have our identifiers as our Instagram handles, but now we have them as our characters we're playing tonight.
That's correct. And I wanted to remind folks before we get started, this is different. We're not going to be watching Skeleton Crew or Art of Blowing It or Demon Doctor or any of the other things that we have created over at Sidekick Productions. But we get to do these kind of fun things because folks like you are helping to support all of the fun stuff that we do. And you have been doing that over at Patreon. And we told you last week that if we could get to 20 Patreon subscribers, that we would release Stuart Kiczek's cast recording of an original song from the Skeleton Crew musical called When Love's Not Enough. And I am sad to report that we are still at 17 subscribers. And I really, really hope that tonight, before the end of the show, we can be up to 20. It would mean a lot to us. I know it would mean a lot to the fans even if you just want to join for a month. Let's just get in there, try it. If you don't like it, you can leave. You can get in for as little as $3 a month, I believe, is what we set the minimum for. So that's literally not even you can't even get coffee for that. These days coffee costs more than that. We really appreciate it though. And if you're watching us tonight and you're tweeting about us or posting about us, please make sure to include hashtag Crewniverse and hashtag Sidekick Power Hour.
And a special incentive for anyone who wants to join the Patreon and has been waiting. This tonight at 9:30, I have already scheduled it. The latest episode of Skeleton Crew Season 5 is going to be airing on the Patreon tonight at 9:30. So if you want to see it, you've been waiting for a few weeks now while we had our mid-season break, what better time to join the Patreon than now, so you can watch that before anybody else.
Yep. So true. I don't know why that popped up. I hit the wrong button. See? Surprises galore. Surprises galore. Well, let's get in on some of these surprises because we've definitely got some surprises in who is going to be in this play tonight. Joshua, this is a play that you wrote called The Monster Mash Bash.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you set this up really quick, and then we will begin to introduce our actors for the evening. Go ahead.
Well, the Monster Mash Bash takes place at a group therapy for a couple of classic horror monsters, and they get together on a regular basis with their therapist, Dr. Jekyll, and they try to work through their problems. And I think that's a pretty healthy way to deal with being a monster in this world. So we will see how that goes in tonight's episode of Power Hour by reading the Monster Mash Bash. I'll be playing Dr. Caligari and Dr. Moreau and Nakia.
I will be playing Phantom and Frankie. I'm so glad you pronounced Caligari because I honestly don't know that I ever actually knew the correct pronunciation until just now.
That's what I'm here for.
Yes, so I'm going to introduce these folks by the order of appearance in the play as they are listed here. So bringing up first, she actually will be playing one of my characters' distant wives. This is Mrs. Stein. And now that you don't have your name on the thing, and you're muted, so you got to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. There you go. And just a note to all of our folks backstage, just leave your cameras and your audio on, and we'll just pop you in and out. That way, you're good to go. Welcome back, Joanne.
Thank you. So I just said something funny that you all missed, but that's okay. But
I laughed on the inside because I felt it.
I cried on the inside.
That's on me every day. So,
well, welcome back. We're glad to have you. And now we were going to be bringing in. I don't. Oh, there. Okay, we're going to bring in Sally the Ghost. There she is. It's Kristin Cantwell.
Hello. And also playing the Mummy.
That's right. You'll also be playing the Mummy tonight. And for those of you just joining us in this backstage studio area, make sure to change your name so that it matches your character. And then let's see. Playing Jadis, aka the White Witch, it's Ashley Monique Menard.
Hey guys.
Aww.
And Baby Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baby Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Sorry.
Baba Yaga.
Baby Yoda in the brain.
Not Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was rehearsing. Is that bad? I'm gonna go with it. Will I not?
What might
Didn't
be
say it was a good one. Didn't say it was a good one.
What might be one of the biggest surprises of the evening is our friend Anthonix has transformed himself into Chuckles the Clown. Ah! You know, because Anthony just happens to always roll with a tube of lipstick just in case. And then
I mean, this is my evening, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is a good color for you. Now, our de facto therapist this evening is Dr. Jekyll, and this is one of the only productions that of Josh's that she's not been involved in until tonight. So welcome back to the show, Ellen Orlando. Romero the Zombie is not listed in my...
it's also played by the same person playing Wolfie.
Okay, so Wolfie, you'll need to change your thing for both when you get a chance. Welcome back to the show, Phil Korz, who is also muted. Oh, there you go. Perfect. He just changed it. Romero and
my
Wolfie.
mistakes.
Yes. And then playing Dracula. Playing Dracula is our own Stuart Kiczek.
Good evening.
And as we said earlier,
can I just say something? I also looked up and I looked at Ellen and I was like, God damn, I look good. That's not me. No. Ellen.
Best compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
And that was like, whoa.
I know. The resemblance is uncanny sometimes.
You look great.
Playing Vampira is our good friend, the award-winning Barbara Thomas. Hello.
Hi.
Who is playing Dr. Moreau?
That's me.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. There you go. And then, as I said earlier, I'm playing Phantom and Frankie. So we're all here, and we're mostly brought in the order that we appear. I think it's except for maybe this way. We'll go this way. But we're all going to stay on the screen this week. There is no question of the week. this week. So you can ask us questions, and then after the show, we will try to reply to some of them before we end. So if you've got questions for us, post the questions in the comments below. Don't forget, we can put your comments up just like this. Everybody say hi to the Reverend Yolanda watching from home. What a beautiful profile photo, Yolanda. And let's not forget that tomorrow night, we are super excited. Josh and I will be hosting the world premiere of the Alien Love Child musical that is the passion of Reverend Yolanda. You're going to get to see the videos and meet some of the cast. We're really, really excited. I had the wonderful honor of singing on this. I am so excited for the world to hear it. I cannot wait. That'll be right here, but we'd love it if you tune in over at Yolanda's YouTube page or at her Facebook, and we'll put that up on the screen for you in just a little bit when we talk about it one more time. Now, this is a one-act play, so we are going to get right into it. Josh will also be reading the stage direction, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, let's do one final check for everybody. Well, everybody just please raise a hand if you can hear me. Great. All right, and then everybody please remember to stay focused on the script. Watch, I'm going to be the one that's going to miss the cue this time. So
Probably.
We'll see.
Are we reading something?
Okay,
I think
here we
we're
go.
winging it. It's all good.
All right. So
start at the beginning here.
Yes. So Act 1, Scene 1 of the Monster Mash Bash. We are outside on the street, and Mrs. Stein is leaning against the wall, smoking a cigar. Sally, a ghost, floats on by. She reacts nervously seeing Mrs. Stein. She tries to float by into the door beside Mrs. Stein.
Just gonna float on by?
Please, let's not do this here. Not now.
Of course not. Not in public. What might people think?
I'm going to go inside, okay? I'll see you in there.
Looking forward to it.
Jadis enters.
Sorry. Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Actually,
Nope, not at all.
Oh, it's all right. I'm not really sorry anyway. I mean, if I'm not a part of the conversation, it really can't be that important.
Walk me inside, Jadis.
Sweetie, if you're you can join me if you want, but remember, you are walking me inside.
Sally exits as Vampira enters. She's chewing gum noisily.
Mrs. Stein, hey there. What are you doing outside?
I needed a smoke before facing everyone.
Oh, be careful, Mrs. Stein. Those things can kill you.
Don't worry. My doctor says I have the lungs of a 20-year-old, and he should know who stole them himself.
You're so lucky. I have to work hard to keep my body young and beautiful forever. If something wears out on you, you just go to the cemetery and replace a part. Huh? Why couldn't I have been in a laboratory? Born in a laboratory.
Mrs. Stein puts her cigar.
In a laboratory.
Some of us are just built for greatness. Some of us, well, face it, Vampira, some of us just suck, and that's you.
She goes inside.
I'm trying to stop. I can't help it. I have an addiction.
Dr. Caligari, entering behind her, pats her on the back. We all do, my dear. That's why we come to these meetings.
Oh, get your hand off me.
Excuse me?
I did not consent to your advances.
I was merely comforting you.
Oh, something I did not ask you to do.
Oh dear, you're hysterical. Chuckles enters, stopping in his tracks.
Thank you. I take my work seriously.
Not that kind of hysterical.
There's another kind.
Yes, I'm a doctor. I should know. There's the hysterical meaning funny, that is you and your performances. And then there is the hysterical as in insane and overdramatic, as in the way Vampira is acting.
Oh, well, okay then. I'd much rather have my kind of hysterical than her kind.
I am not hysterical. A woman can have an opinion without having a disorder. And even if they do have a disorder, that doesn't make their opinion any less valid.
You see what I mean, Chuckles?
You're right, Dr. Caligari. She's hysterical.
I don't think you understand. Dr. Jekyll pokes her head out of the door.
Excuse me, everyone. We're about to start. Can you please come inside?
They file inside as the lights fade. Act 2, Scene 2. Chairs are in a circle. We're at a self-help meeting for Monsters Anonymous. Vampira, Chuckles, Caligari, and Jekyll enter. Mummy, Frankie, and Romero are seated already, chatting. Phantom and Wolfie are talking in a corner. Sally sits by herself while Mrs. Stein stands, staring at her. Dracula is drinking heavily by himself, and Jadis is off to the side, ignoring everyone.
All right, everyone. Let's all take a seat so we can begin this week's meeting.
What do you say?
Sit!
Wolfie sits where he is, obeying the command.
No, Wolfie, in a chair, not on the floor!
Right.
Before we start, Baba Yaga wanted me to pass out these invitations for her annual Halloween party.
Oh.
I know. Her parties are worse than being buried alive. Something I'm all too familiar with. But as her friends, we have an obligation to go. Well, I, for one, think this could be a lot of fun if we just go in with the right attitude. Mummy, are we allowed to bring a +1? I'm not sure. I meant to ask Baba Yaga, but I had a lot to deal with this week and sort of got wrapped up.
You are always wrapped up. How do you ever get anything done?
Just take the invitation.
Well, I, for one, am looking forward to this. I want to bust out my new cape!
Thank goodness. This one is starting to smell. Well, that's what happens when you live in a sewer.
I won't be taking notes on body odor from a rotting corpse. Thank you very much.
Everyone has an invitation?
Unfortunately.
Now we just have to figure out which one of us will be taking one for the team and monopolizing Baby Yaga throughout the party so she doesn't bother the rest of us. And when can we enjoy ourselves?
Whose turn is it? Frankie, I think you're up this year.
I'll pass, thanks. I'm rich with a face only a mother can love.
So do you. Why else would you have the doctor who built me use the eyes from your mother's corpse?
We could always get her a blow-up doll, or better yet, I can make her one out of balloons.
You people are so cruel.
Well, yes, we are monsters.
I just mean that Baba Yaga works hard to give us an amazing party every year, and all she wants is a romantic experience. Is that so much to sacrifice?
Then you do it.
No, I can't. I'm a woman. It wouldn't work.
You immortals, ridiculously old-fashioned. Get with the times. Heteronormativity normity is so last century.
Well, I would be more modern, but I'm married to such an old man. He doesn't allow for it. I mean, look at him. How can you expect me to stay up on current affairs when I'm married to that?
Bite me, vampire.
Well, that seems pretty juvenile to me. Argument invalid, then.
What do you expect from a woman except an invalid argument?
That's so.
Frank, look, sorry, dear. You can't help my misogyny. I was built this way.
What about Mummy?
That's a good point. Mummy is always shambling after Baba Yaga. They're perfect together.
But
Right. Well, if we're all finished, could we please get started?
Wait, no.
Mummy, we moved on. Consider the matter to be put at rest.
Dracula, join the circle.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my sire.
He's drunk again, and so early, too.
Oh, it's not that early. It's 6 o'clock.
Oh, exactly. Sunset was an hour ago.
You nag, Meg, if I had known she was going to be like this, I never would have bitten her. Can you imagine what it was like to spend eternity married to a shrew like her?
Your wife runs too hot. Mine is too cold. I know they stuck a heart in her when they built her. I saw them. But you couldn't tell from the way she treats me.
Blow it out your bolts, Frankie.
Doctor, I thought you promised we wouldn't have to put up with all these couples fighting with one another.
Yeah, how's it supposed to help any of the rest of us if all of our time is wasted trying to stop them from tearing each other's throats out?
I don't throat out. No, that's not me. I bite them.
Can't even do that lately.
Vampira.
I ask you, what is sadder than a vampire who can't perform?
Oh.
I love riddles. Let me think of this.
I've had enough of this. Each one of you asked me to form this group to cope with your many, many problems.
Which I've heard there are many.
Yes, thank you. That's what I said. So I need each one of you to sit down, speak.
What's that?
Please let me finish. I need each of you to speak.
What should I say?
Knock it off. I need you to speak.
I'm trying to. I'm a good boy, right?
Such a good boy. The kind I had buried beside me. I miss my puppy.
Can I finish?
Go on.
No one is stopping you.
I need each one of you to speak.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Talk when it's your turn and stay silent and listen when your peers are speaking.
Such an attitude.
And we've come to help him.
Perhaps we should rethink our selection.
Monsters, please. We have the foremost expert on fighting your inner demons, willing to help you all. Perhaps we could give her the benefit of the doubt.
What do you mean, your inner demons? Why haven't you included yourself?
I'm simply here to conduct research. I have no problems.
Men, you always lie to cover up your disgusting behavior. First, my husband pretends it's mere coincidence the breasts he picked for me were from the corpse of a porn star.
Oh, I thought you looked familiar. You get it, because I've seen.
Not helping.
And then you, Caligari, pretend you aren't as depraved and degenerate as any other man here?
I take umbrage with that woman, you hear me? I take umbrage. Why, if you were on my table, I'd...
Poke and prod me in ways I have not consented to, no doubt. Don't deny what you are, Doctor. Everyone can see it.
Agreed. He's a perfectly revolting person.
Come on now, I am nothing of the sort. I've never done anything wrong to any of you.
Oh, no? I bet you've treated most of the monsters in this room have been treated by you in a perverted way in the past.
In the past, he did it outside just a few minutes ago.
Technically, that's still the past.
Really? That's the part you question? Not the way this creature treated your wife?
He's welcome to have you if he wants you. Trust me. He would be giving you back within a decade.
Let's hold off on your love spat just for a moment. I am not letting this one off the hook just yet. Raise your hands, everyone. Who feels violated by Dr. Caligari?
Vampira, Sally, Mrs. Stein, and Wolfie raised their hands. Wolfie, put your paw down.
He touched me in places I didn't want to be touched.
I never.
You sick monster. I mean, yes, I eat people's brains and tear their intestines out of their bodies, but I do not touch innocent werewolves without their consent.
He asked for it. You should have seen what he was wearing. His clothing was all torn and shredded, and all his bits and pieces were there. He was flaunting himself.
You never, ever blame the victim, unless it's their fault. Like the explorer who disregarded the warning and violated my tomb. It was definitely his fault that I killed him.
But actually, if you think about it, it was him who was violating you by entering where he was not invited.
And you had clearly not given consent for him to enter your tomb.
So in a way, you're the victim, not him.
You're right. I've never thought about it that way before. Then I stand completely by what I said. You never blame the victim.
This is hilarious. What a breakthrough moment for all of us.
Jekyll, I'm impressed. You've actually helped us today.
I'm aghast. You really struck a chord with us today, Doctor.
Thank you, everyone. I'm very happy to help. I think we should treat this as a success and a conclusion of tonight's meeting then, yeah?
Good idea. See everyone tomorrow?
At Baba Yaga's party.
They all groan and throw their invitations into the air, talking and murmuring as they exit. Wolfie rushes back on stage.
Catch up. Almost forgot my security blanket.
He pulls his blanket off a pile in the corner, revealing Baba Yaga, who had been sleeping there the whole time. He screams, which wakens her. She screams back at him.
Ah! Oh, why are you screaming at me?
Why are you under my blanket?
Oh, I was here earlier. I got sleepy. Well, when you get to be over 3,000 years old, you get a little tired. And then I decided to take a little bit of a nap because I was waiting for all of you.
That doesn't explain how you got under my blanket.
I don't know. I just found it here, so I covered myself up. It can get frighteningly chilly in here.
Then I must have left my blanket behind after last night's meeting. But that's impossible. I would never leave it behind.
Where is everyone?
They went home. You missed the meeting.
Oh, well. I guess I'll head home then as well. I need to check on the children. You never want to leave children next to a boiling soup for too long. You come back, the meat's a little too tender, they're just falling apart, and then all of a sudden, where's the fun in that? So, I'm preparing some delicious treats for the party tomorrow. They look like they've left those look like what is that? Those look like the invitations. I asked Mommy to hang out. Why are they on the floor?
Oh, well, I think those were just the leftovers. Everyone's very excited for your party tomorrow.
Terrific. I got so much more cooking to do. So much more cooking. And children, they're so expensive these days. You think with so many of them running around, you could get a few market prices, right? Yeah.
She exits as Wolfie shrugs, and Caligari enters behind her.
Dr. Caligari, did you forget something too?
Yes, you. You need to remember that loose lips sink ships, my little Wolfie.
But
what happened between us is private and should not be shared. And we've gone and shared with the group. You do not understand. This makes me look bad and makes it very difficult to remain an impartial observer.
But
think of the research you've compromised by telling all the people in the room how you threw yourself at me.
That's not what happened.
It does not matter what happened. It matters how you remember it. And you will remember it this way. Do you understand?
Oh.
Good. Now get out of here. You smell like a wet dog. Wolfie exits and Caligari groans. It is impossible for a scientist to do his job in this world when you have monsters like him. The lights go out. Hello? Please, someone is still here. Please turn on the lights. I'm afraid of the dark. Hello? Hello? Who is that? What are you doing? Don't touch me, please. That's... He screams as he dies.
Oh!
Act 1, Scene 3, the home of Mrs. Stein and Frankie. Frankie sits on the couch drinking with Romero.
I tell you, things are not the way they should be. Not anymore. I mean, no self-respecting monster should have to put up with what we put up with these days.
Times are changing, Frankie. People are changing. We can either change with them or be left behind.
I tried to change. I did. I got a new pair of eyes. I updated some of my other parts. Got the choicest pieces from the morgue for the doctor to swap out for me. But these days, all they see is no future for creatures like you and me.
Maybe there isn't one. Not unless you reinvent ourselves completely. No one wants to be scared anymore. The world is scary enough. The people don't need you and me to terrify them.
Oh, how I long for the days when there was no societal problems and all people had to fear us.
I can't even eat people anymore. I'm serious. They don't even taste the same.
I thought you were looking a little greener than usual. You must be starving.
Not really. It turns out brains were more like a drug to me than anything else. Since I've been working with Dr. Jekyll, I've been able to fight the compulsion, and wouldn't you know it, being a rotting corpse means I don't have to eat anything at all. Who would have thought?
That does leave you a lot of free time then.
Yeah. And that free time is too much time. Gives me the time to think about how lonely I am. I've started to going on blind dates.
Really? They don't run the moment they see you?
Oh, no. I mean, literally blind. They can't see me. So the date goes pretty well. But I haven't found that special someone yet.
Romero, buddy, trust me. You will never find that special someone. You could try to build it from scratch, and you'll still be disappointed.
Mrs. Stein and Jadis enter with shopping bags.
Look at my wife.
Frankie?
No, let me finish. I thought I had made the perfect woman. The kind who would do what she was told when she was told, you know?
Frankie.
But what I got was so far from the dream. She's a nightmare.
Listen, Frankie.
The dream is out there, I know it, but then the reality comes in and smacks you in the face.
Mrs. Stein hits Frankie with her shopping bag and she and Jadis exit.
Oh! You see? A nightmare.
I think your wife is quite nice.
Then you should marry.
I wish. If only I were you.
Do you mean that?
Of course. Zombies are supposed to travel in packs. We're social creatures. But ever since it was outlawed for us to assemble, it's not fair. You have no idea how hard it is to be being a zombie.
Then Romero, my man, I think I have the perfect solution to your problem. Come with me.
Act 1, Scene 4. The meeting room for Monsters Anonymous. Jekyll is standing with Chuckles and Phantom. The corpse of Caligari is before them. Phantom is crying. Chuckles squirts Phantom with water from a flower.
What do you think you were doing? This is silk.
Sorry, you just seem so upset.
I was, imagine, dying and that being the last outfit you wear. Now that's true horror.
And you say you found him like this?
Yep. I got here early. I was just going to put a whoopee cushion on one of the chairs so we could all laugh merrily at whoever sat on it later.
You know, Chuckles, after all this time getting to know you, I have finally determined the reason you are so terrifying. Because of how painfully unfunny you are.
Always think
So,
that.
someone killed Caligari.
And the world went on without him, changed for the better.
But who could have done this? And why did they take his heart?
I can't believe he even had one, that degenerate old goat.
He did have a lot of enemies based on last night's meeting. Wolfie!
What about Vampira or Sally or Mrs. Stein?
That's hilarious. Say it again.
Vampira, Sally, or Mrs. Stein could have easily killed Caligari. They all spoke out against him last night.
Chuckles can't stop laughing. He starts rolling on the floor.
Stop laughing. I'm serious.
I think Chuckles is just amused by the concept that one of the women in our group could kill anything.
Except for the mood.
Honestly, it's because of monsters like you that everyone looks at us as outdated and passé. Women are just as capable of committing cold-blooded murder as men.
That's funny. You're funny.
Dr. Jekyll, as a woman of science, surely you know how women can be and, in fact, are often more dangerous than men.
It just doesn't happen in our world, Phantom. The male vampire kills, the female seduces. Frankie is the murderous type, and his wife is the frigid type. Maybe Sally, but Caligari is not scared to death. He's been torn to shreds. Someone with claws did this.
But
We'll just have to wait for the others to get here, and then we can all confront Wolfmeat together.
Act 1, Scene 5. Vampire and Dracula's home. Vampire is shouting at a drunk Dracula.
You're not even dressed. We are going to be so late.
A day without your nagging would be like a day without the sun. Perfect.
Oh, you make me sick, Dracula. You used to be so incredibly sexy, so dark and mysterious. Who knew that your big mystery was you were so alcoholic?
I was never an alcoholic. Not until your endless bitching for 500 years wore me down and I turned to the bottle for comfort.
You should have thought about that before you turned me into your immortal wife.
Oh, believe me, every single night of my unlife, I ask myself, what did I do wrong to get punished with you? Every night.
Why don't you just stake yourself? Put us both out of our misery.
You first, my love.
Ah, put your pants on. We have a party to go to.
Go without me. I'm not in any rush to see those monsters again anytime soon.
Please, you need them.
I need no one. I am Dracula, the great and powerful, greatest of all monsters in the world.
Does saying that help your little fangs come out? Pathetic. I remember them being so much bigger when you used them on me. That's what being a virgin does to you. Nothing to compare them to.
Get out. No. I don't want to see you anymore.
Fine. I'm going.
He sneezes.
And God bless you.
She laughs and exits.
Stupid vampire. She thinks she's so special. I could have any woman in the world I want. I should replace her with a new wife. Make a new wife as my queen. That would show her.
He reaches for a beer bottle and takes a drink.
That would show her.
He laughs, but then he clutches his stomach, screaming.
Oh, no, that wasn't beer. That was holy water.
And he dies. Act 1, Scene 6 at Monsters Anonymous. Baba Yaga. She starts decorating when she sees the corpse of Caligari.
Oh, my goodness gracious. What happened here?
She picks up the body and poses it in one of the chairs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's so much better. I mean, honestly, who just leaves a corpse in the middle of the floor?
Phantom and Chuckles enter.
Phantom Chuckles, you're both so early. Are you here to help me decorate?
Did you move the body?
Oh, you mean this? Of course. Someone just left it on the floor. Can you believe it? Looks so much better in a chair. You know what I mean? Really ties the room together.
He fit better in a cabinet, if you ask me.
It's a good thing no one dead. Phantom. But go on. I know you're gonna give your opinion regardless. Oh, I forgot I left the stew outside. Oh, if you'll excuse me, I have to go. I gotta get it. I gotta warm it up. Good thing I bring my home with me everywhere I go.
Jesus.
She what?
She lives in a house that moves around on giant chicken legs.
Don't get it. Where's the punchline?
That's a fact, not a joke.
I don't know. Some facts can be jokes, like the identity of the 45th president of the United States.
Touche.
Jekyll enters with Sally.
So you see, the darkness that exists in all of us is really the humanity. It is that makes us truly scary monsters.
He sees Caligari and screams.
Ah!
Yes, you're so scary.
What is that doing out?
Ooh, Baby Yaga.
She's using Caligari as decoration for her Halloween party.
Oh, that's absurd.
I don't know. He was pretty useless alive. At least now he serves a purpose. How did he die anyway?
Someone murdered him.
No.
Seriously, we aren't joking.
No, I mean, no, I understand. Not no, I don't believe you.
Well, good. Now that that's all cleared up, what do we do with the body?
Move, everybody. I got the stew.
The others look at one another, an idea coming to them. Act 1, Scene 7, the lab of Dr. Moreau. Frankie pulls Romero inside.
What are we doing here, Frankie?
Seeing an old friend. I think he can help the both of us.
A booming voice is heard off stage. Who dares invade my laboratory?
Dr. Moreau? Come out, it's me, Frankie.
Moreau enters. Frankie, my goodness, hello, I'm so happy to see you, my boy.
This guy's a scientist. He looks so old.
And you look so dead. Doesn't stop you from walking and talking. Remember, looks are not all they seem, my ghoulish friend.
Right. Well, Frankie, I'm sure it's nice seeing old buddies, but we do have a party to go to.
What's the rush? You young monsters always with someplace to go and someone to scare.
This will just take a minute, Romero. Dr. Moreau, I need your help. We need your help.
Well, anything for you, my boy. You are such a perfectly assembled specimen of manhood. I'd be happy to do anything for you.
Dude, you're creepy.
Listen, I'm tired of being me. I'm stuck married to the worst woman ever created. Literally. I need to be free. And Romero here is very lonely. He wants a wife, huh? Do you see what I'm getting at? Huh?
Of course. You studly assemblage of body parts and lightning. You want me to remove your brain and your friend's brain and implant them in each other's bodies. It's obvious.
Exactly.
Wait, what? How is that obvious?
Well, it's clear why you eat brains, because you lack smarts.
So, can you do it?
Frankie, I don't know about this. Why would I want to be you? And you don't want to be a zombie, trust me. Our lives are very difficult. We're the outcasts of the monster world.
You have all the freedom you want. You have all the freedom I want. I need. And I have the companion you desire.
What would Miss Stein say?
Frankly, I don't care. So what do you say, Dr. Moreau? Can you do it?
Most definitely, but you'd be giving up perfection to inhabit the rotting body of a shambling corpse. Is that really worth your freedom?
You haven't been married to my wife.
There are easier ways to stop being married.
Exactly. You should divorce her.
Oh, I was going to say you could kill her, but yes, divorce works too.
I can't divorce her. She'd still be around. She's still tormenting me. That's the only thing that makes her smile, you see?
That and Sally.
What?
Come on. Surely you know your wife is in love with Sally.
Impossible. All this time I thought it was my lack of manners, my unsightly appearance, and my foul mood that makes Miss Stein cold to touches. But in the end, it's just because she has been seduced by a monstrous ghost into becoming a lesbian.
I don't think anyone can be seduced in becoming something they aren't, deep down. It sounds like she's just a lesbian forced into a marriage with somebody she didn't love. As often happened back in Victorian times you come from.
I refuse to believe it. All she needs is a good man. But she'll never get that until that horrific ghost is gone. Dr. Morrow?
Yes, my strapping lad?
How do you kill a ghost?
Great question. Follow me. They exit and then Act 1, Scene 8, outside the party on the street. Mrs. Stein is smoking again. Sally exits from the party, notices Mrs. Stein, and slowly tries to creep back inside.
You don't have to avoid me, Sally.
I kind of do. You're obsessed with me. It's not healthy.
Obsessed? Love is not an obsession, Sally. Love is love.
It was a one-time fling, Mrs. Stein. I can't be tied down to one person, living, dead, or otherwise.
How old are you?
You never ask a lady her age, Mrs. Stein. Surely you know that better than anyone else.
I am almost 150 years old. I was created at the whim of a mad scientist and a stupid man. I was forced into a marriage from the second I was born. I have never known the touch of another creature. Not until you. You awakened feelings in me I did not even know I had.
Sorry, did you say something? You were going on for so long I got bored.
You may look beautiful, Sally, but your insides are as rotten as any zombie.
Mrs. Stein, please, we can be friends. You don't have to be so cruel.
You don't know cruelty, Sally, but you will. You will.
She puts out her cigarette and heads inside the party.
Sally, is that you?
She enters.
Vampira? Hey, girl, hey! It's been ages.
It's been one night. Less than it's 24 hours even.
Silly me. You know, when you're a ghost, time ceases to have any meaning, you know?
Then you're immortal. Sometimes the days seems like they just last forever. Sometimes the decades pass so swiftly you are caught unprepared. It all depends on who you surround yourself with.
Like your husband, Dracula.
Oh, please. That relic. He thinks he's so tough, but he's just an old, wrinkled monster. I can't believe I have to spend forever at his side.
Well, you know, I could help you with that. Not forever, of course, but for right now.
What are you suggesting?
Well, let's just say I know how to make a girl feel special. You know what I mean?
No, I do not.
Vampira, please. I don't think I have to spell it out for you.
Well, spell it. Go on.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, from one seductress to another. Surely you can get what I am getting at.
Sorry, but what are you getting at?
We should
make weird hand gestures.
Forget it.
She walks inside.
Wait, Sally, if you want to make weird hand gestures, I support you, Sally.
She follows inside. Act 1, Scene 9, in Mummy's home. Wolfie enters looking for Mummy.
Mummy, you in here?
One moment, just wrapping something up.
Sure does love his bandage puns.
Sorry about the delay. Ready to go to the party?
I'm not sure I can go.
But you have to go, Wolfie. It will be ever so much fun, and Baba Yaga has put so much effort into tonight's party.
Yeah, but Dr. Caligari will be there. I'm not comfortable with seeing him.
Don't worry, Wolfie. I don't think you'll have anything to worry about anymore with him.
I don't know. He seemed pretty upset yesterday.
He's dead, Wolfie.
So are half of our other group members. Frankie, Dracula, Sally, Romeo. You being dead is pretty much a requirement for becoming a monster.
No, I mean he is dead. As in dead, not coming back from the dead, dead.
So like fully dead?
Bingo.
How?
Actually, that's a funny story. The truth is that I killed him, but I made it look like you did.
What? Why?
To cover my tracks, of course. And now I will have to kill you too, I'm afraid.
No!
He shoves Mummy and rushes out.
Bad Wolfie! Come! Stay! Heal!
Mummy chases after him. Act 1, Scene 10, inside the party. Phantom, Chuckles, Vampire, Juckle, Jadis, Mrs. Stein, and Baba Yaga sit around chatting, and Sally is dancing by herself to music.
I wonder where the rest of the guests are.
Mrs. Stein, where's your husband?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, what about your husband, Vampira?
Oh, probably sleeping in his coffin. He was on his third or fourth Bloody Mary when I left for the party.
Well, I'm sure they'll be along shortly.
As if it matters. You've got me here, and I'm really the only guest that matters.
Mummy and Wolfie are missing too, and Romero.
And that lout, Dr. Caligari, he's missing too.
Oh, don't worry about him, Mrs. Stein.
Yeah, he's around.
Can I get anyone some stew?
I'll take some. I'll take some. I'll take more.
Look at that phantom.
What?
Sally, she's so pretty and such a good dancer.
What are you talking about? She's a terrible dancer.
I'm better than she is.
Maybe, but you're ugly and she's beautiful. That makes her better than you at everything.
Hundreds of years. Men never change. Exactly. As if Sally's tawdry appearance is anything more than more than my beautiful regal self.
Stop staring at her, clown.
He can't help himself. It's quite psychological. I mean, actually...
Dr. Jekyll, this is supposed to be a party.
Save your mumbo-jumbo psycho for our group therapy session tomorrow.
Vampira! Stew?
I'll pass, thank you.
I'm going to talk to her.
Please spare yourself the embarrassment.
She'd never go for a clown.
And how do you know what she would go for?
I just do, okay?
Whatever. I'm going in.
He crosses to Sally.
Dr. Jekyll, you haven't touched your stew yet.
Really, I'm good. Thank you.
This is going to go so badly. I can't wait to see what happens.
Excuse me, Sally.
What?
Oh, I was just wondering, what if,
Spit it out.
I was just wondering if you'd like to dance with me.
Let me get this straight. I was dancing, and you stopped me to ask me to dance with you.
That's right.
Is this a joke?
What?
I mean, you're a clown. I get it. You're always joking around. So this is a joke, right? Oh, you're so funny.
I'm serious.
Oh my goodness, you're too funny. Stop it. I'm myself laughing so hard.
Chuckles starts to cry as Sally begins dancing again. He runs out of the room.
Well, that could have gone better.
I told him he had no chance with her. Sally has much better taste than to date a clown.
Speaking of taste, you haven't even tried my stew. Phantom, here, you should really have a bowl.
Stop asking us to eat your disgusting stew. No one here wants to eat children, so stop forcing us to, you old ugly crone.
She starts crying and runs out of the room too.
Is the next line mine? Well, I hope you're proud of yourself, Phantom. You played an ugly old witchcraft.
And that's a shame, too, because this stew is delicious.
You realize we chopped up the corpse of Dr. Caligari and put him in the stew, don't you?
What?
It's people. The stew is the people.
Really? Well, in that case, Baba Yaga, wait up. I want some stew.
She runs after Baba Yaga. Act 1, Scene 11. Outside the party, Wolfie runs across the stage, chased by Mummy with a khopesh,
Help!
which is an Egyptian sword.
Come back here, Wolfie.
They
This is
exit as
really
Frankie,
necessary,
Moreau,
Frankie.
and Romero run on stage. Moreau is holding a vacuum cleaner.
Is this really necessary, Frankie?
Your rotting friend is right. Surely no woman is worth what you are about to do. Leave your wife. I'm sure there are other people out there who can make you happy. She, or even he, might be right next to you and you don't even know it because you are too preoccupied with a woman who doesn't love you.
Mrs. Stein doesn't love me. She has to. Mrs. Stein does love me. She has to. She was made to love me. She really has no choice.
All creatures have a choice, especially when it comes to love.
Not when her only reason for existing is to be my wife.
That's crazy talk. No woman exists just to be anyone's wife. Women are independent creatures with lives and dreams and ambitions of all their own.
Are you learning comedy from Chuckles?
He's right, Frankie. I, frankly, have no use for women, but even I know that they do not exist simply as extensions for men.
You modern people with your modern sensibilities think you know everything.
I'm just suggesting that...
Quiet! Someone's coming. It sounds like Sally.
They hide as Sally comes on, chased by Chuckles.
I think you should stop, Chuckles. You're not very funny anymore. The joke's over.
I just want you to dance with me.
And I don't want to dance with you.
Come on. Look at the way you're dressed. If you didn't want me to dance with you, why would you dress like that?
How I dress is no indication of the kind of attention I want.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were the one telling a joke this time. You're serious.
Yes. And let me tell you something, Mr. Clown. I may enjoy the company of many, many, many monsters. But when I enjoy their company, it's because it is a mutually consenting situation between two adults. I have no obligation to start or continue any sort of relationship with anyone I do not choose to do so with. So while you may want to try to shame me into dancing with you, which we all know is just a euphemism for sleeping with you eventually, I feel no shame in who I am or what I do, and I will never sleep with you unless it is something I want to do.
You are a tease. No wonder Mrs. Stein is so miserable.
Mrs. Stein and I enjoyed a night together, if you must know, and that was what it was. I owe her nothing more than that.
I knew it! You tried to steal my wife. It's because of you she doesn't love me.
Frankie, babe, you've got no one to blame for that but your own brutish self.
Not tomorrow! Get her!
Moreau chases her after her with a vacuum. She runs off stage with Frankie and Moreau.
What's going on?
Oh, just a typical Halloween party, if you ask me.
He follows after Frankie and Moreau, and Wolfie runs across the stage.
Wolfie, what are you doing?
Run! He's gonna kill me!
Chuckles turns to see Mummy raise his khopesh and strike, cutting Chuckles' head off. Chuckles collapses on top of Wolfie.
Bad Wolfie, look what you made me do.
Please don't kill me.
If it were up to me, I wouldn't. But I have no choice. I need your salivary glands.
The light fades out as Mummy approaches Wolfie. In blackness, Wolfie lets out a dying howl. Act 1, Scene 12, inside the party. Mrs. Stein, Vampire, Phantom, Jadis, and Jekyll are seated.
Normally, I'm the most important person at the party, but in order for that to happen, other people really have to be attending this party. Where is everybody?
And people call me a prima donna.
It is a bit unusual that so many people are so late. I know monsters operate on their own schedule, but still.
Well, we know why the best is not here.
She slurps her stew.
And people call me cold.
And me, frigid.
Her stew is gross. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And this is coming from a man who lives in the sewers and eats rats for sustenance.
Phantom, darling, switch to children. They are so much tenderer.
Someone should really bring Baba Yaga back to the party. I'm looking at you, Dr. Jekyll.
Me, why?
As a therapist, you really should be the one to coax her back.
But I'm only her therapist because all of you made me responsible for your psychological issues.
Me? Why?
What?
Oh, wait. From my line.
You're right. I could have said no, but I didn't.
Exactly.
Now, Mrs. Stein never says no. I mean, she always says no, and she tells her husband, oh, no, all the time.
Not the same thing, but she's right.
Ugh, fine, I'll go.
She exits.
Now that they're gone, it's just us girls. Let's dish on the latest gossip.
I'm not a woman.
Yes, but you are. Well,
What?
you know.
What?
You know.
Fabulous.
No.
Talented.
No.
Fashionable.
No.
She means you're a homosexual.
Really? Mr. Stein, such language.
There is nothing wrong with the word homosexual.
Or being one either.
And whether I am or I'm not, that does not make me a woman. I am only a woman if I identify as such. But my preferred pronouns are he and him, so while you may confuse gender and sexuality, I'd appreciate it if you try to be a bit more woke.
People wonder why I don't go out very often.
Frankie, Romero, and Moreau enter with a vacuum cleaner.
There you all are.
Of course they're together, and with Dr. Moreau, too.
The lunatic.
This lunatic has saved you all from the siren spell.
Behold! He holds up the vacuum cleaner.
That's a vacuum cleaner.
Please, like you know, you never use one at home.
This is not a vacuum cleaner. This is a ghost-catching device of my own invention.
What do you mean?
The foul temptress Sally is no more. We have sucked her up in this ghost-catching device and destroyed her.
No!
Now you are free to shake off her spell, my love, and come home to me, and love only me, and do as I ask of you.
Mrs. Stein stands and walks to Frankie, his arms outstretched to hold her. She punches him and he collapses to the ground. She then pounds his head into the ground repeatedly. Finally, she stands and wipes her hands on her outfit.
Well, you wanted me to feel something. How's that, Frankie?
Miss Stein, you've killed your husband.
He got off easy compared to what I'm about to do to Dr. Moreau.
Gotta go. He runs off stage and Mrs. Stein follows. Act 1, Scene 13, outside the party, Baba Yaga is crying. Jekyll finds her.
Baba Yaga, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you.
But if you just come inside, all your friends want to see you.
What friends? I work so hard to make a party for all of them every year. And what do? They treat me so badly.
Well, yes, to be fair, it's not their fault. You're just so ugly. No one wants to be your friend.
That's not fair. Romeo's a zombie. He's a rotting corpse.
Which should tell you how ugly you are.
What kind of therapist are you?
Not a very good one. That's what I keep trying to tell all you monsters.
Mummy enters and grabs Jekyll, throwing him to the ground.
Mommy, what are you doing?
Oh, Baba Yaga, I'm so glad you're here. Wait 1 moment.
He raises his khopesh and stabs Jekyll, killing him.
You killed Dr. Jekyll.
For you, Baba Yaga. For you.
Why?
Because I love you, Baba Yaga.
Oh, Mommy. Oh, Mommy, I'm so happy to hear someone loves me. Oh, but I'm so hideous. I'm so hideous to be loved. You and I both know that.
That is why I'm killing for you. I found a recipe for a potion which will grant you great beauty, giving you the face to match your wonderful heart. I needed the heart of a pervert.
Dr. C?
The ashes of a vampire.
D? Dracula? You killed them too?
The salivary glands of a werewolf.
Oh, Wolfie.
The brain of a man with split personality.
Dr. J.
Yes. And now, one more ingredient to complete the potion.
You did all this for me?
For us, my love. Once you are as beautiful as you should be, then we can finally be together.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go make me beautiful. Who we gotta kill next?
She grabs him by the hand and pulls him off stage. Act 1, Scene 14, inside the party, Dr. Moreau runs on, cowering, as Mrs. Stein chases him. Please, stop!
Not until you suffer, you demented old monster.
Moreau clutches his chest and falls to the floor. Vampira, Phantom, Romero, and Jadis all rush on.
Oh, you killed him!
That poor, twisted old man. He was so creepy, but that's still so sad.
It's no big loss if you ask me. He said he was a creep.
For the record, I did not kill anyone. He died of a heart attack.
Well, if he's just going to go to waste.
She picks up his glove and bites him, sucking his blood.
Look, Baba Yaga's stew was delicious, but I am still hungry, and it's not like anyone is going to need his blood for anything else.
Mummy and Baba Yaga enter.
Where have you two been?
There, grab him.
Baba Yaga grabs Romero and Mummy raises his khopesh, chopping off his arm.
The last ingredient. The arm of a zombie.
At last, my gift to you is complete.
They run off stage. Romero stares at his empty sleeve. The others look confused.
Okay, what just happened?
I don't know, but Dr. Moreau must have been on some very heavy medications because I feel very loopy.
Vampira, behave. Something unusual is going on.
Mummy and Baba Yaga return with a potion.
Mommy, why did you chop off Romero's arm?
He's done more than that. He killed Wolfie, Dr. J, D, and Dr. C.
And Chuckles, though that was an accident.
Wait a minute. You killed Dracula, my husband. Oh, thank you.
Think nothing of it.
Why did you do all of that? These monsters were your friends.
None of you care about me, Mummy. They don't care about Mummy. They don't care about me. Y'all treated me as if I was a weird outsider. And me, well, let me rephrase that. Y'all treated him like he was a weird outsider, and you treated me like I was a hideous freak. Well, we finally found each other. And Mummy's decided to prove to me how much he loves me. And you'll all see it too now.
She drinks the potion.
That's ridiculous. Mommy, I'm sorry, but you'll have to be destroyed.
She starts shaking and Baba Yaga starts shaking.
What's happening?
The lights flicker and go crazy as Jadis and Baba Yaga collapse. Finally, they stand again.
Did it work?
Give me a mirror.
Mummy hands her a mirror.
Yes, at last.
No. No.
Jadis, what's going on?
I'm not Jadis, you fool. I'm Baba Yaga. Mama's potion gave me the most beautiful face in the room. It means to swap my body with Jadis. This is Jadis. No, how could you do this to me? I can't be this ugly. I can't.
I am so insulted. You think Jadis is more beautiful than me?
Not the point, Phantom.
Whoa, this is wild.
Oh, you must change his back. Never. I'll never be you again, you only crone.
Now we can finally be together, my love. Now that you have the face of your dreams.
About that. I think I'm gonna have to pass, Mummy. You're nice and all, but I'm really not interested in you that way.
But I killed all of our friends for you.
That was sweet and all, but I mean, seriously, I don't really think I could be with someone like you. You got too many daddy issues.
But,
Mummy, if she said no, she said no. Don't force the issue.
It's gross of you to even try.
But I did so many horrible things to make her happy.
And it's appreciated. Not by me.
Oh, I'm pretty grateful my husband's dead. Just saying.
But I never asked you to do those things, Mummy. They were all for your choice. And you have to deal with the consequences. But to be fair, we'll give you a head start before we come after you and kill you for your actions.
You're not serious.
Oh, we are.
Deadly serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we?
Mummy gulps and runs away.
Not me. I'm gonna just jump in the river, maybe drown myself. I can't really spend another minute looking at myself like this. Bye, cruel world. I'm done.
She exits as the others wave at her.
You don't think she's serious, do you?
Probably.
And could you blame her looking like that?
All right, then. Let's go kill our mummy.
Let's. And let's also just think about one thing. This has been a really great Halloween. I mean, we're free from our husbands.
Yeah, at last.
And I'm beautiful. At last.
And I am still alive.
I'm missing an arm.
Romero, I forgot you were even here.
Oh, I think we all did. Zombies are so easy to overlook.
Tell you what, you wait here. We'll kill Mummy, and then we'll bring you his arm.
We can get someone to attach it, so you'll have two again. Now, how does that sound?
I think that's fair.
Oh, finally, my voice came back. Shall we?
They exit, leaving Romero behind. Mummy starts screaming.
Oh, now that's music to my ears. Oh dear, one of them just fell off.
The end.
Nice job, Josh.
And there was a classic corpse as decor joke. We cannot have a Josh play
Patrick. Oh, I haven't seen Patrick in
Without corpse decor.
corpse decor jokes.
Okay.
Wonderfully bizarre should describe pretty much everything we do. You're going so fast. Jesus, slow down. Let us read these.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's really hard not to get accent creep. I'm like picking up everybody else's accent.
Yeah.
But thank you.
But yes, bravo to everybody.
Woohoo!
It was a lot
It
of
was
fun.
so much fun, everybody.
So good.
Thanks to everybody for being here. As you can see, the Patreon subscription banner was running the whole time. Josh, do you want to give us a final check on the Patreon subscription to see if we bumped up any?
I would love to. We are at 19.
Oh my God, we're so close. In just a few minutes after we're done with this episode, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but you will be releasing the next episode of Skeleton Crew for Patreon only.
It is primed and ready to go on at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. From here on
11-minute countdown.
Love it.
Awesome. So if we get that 20 before tonight, you might even be able to see it tonight. But once
we get number 20, we're going to be releasing the very first music video from Skeleton Crew the Musical, featuring Stuart Kiczek singing a song, When Love's Not Enough.
Yeah, baby.
It's basically just, several minutes of that.
Yep.
Yes.
That's actually a direct. That's Stuart. We just made him look like Chris Farley, so we can do it. No, but seriously, thank you everyone for being here tonight. It was a blast. I had so much fun reading Monster Mash Bash with all of you.
I did too, and I just want to tell everybody, for the viewers at home, we didn't read the character descriptions, but it's in my character description that I'm supposed to sing song everything. So that's why I was doing that. So funny. I had so much fun doing that, and that's how I wrote the musical. Josh would send me the lyrics, and then I would just sing song them in. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So you were that phantom.
Yes.
So good.
Clear.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah, we had a really good time. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's say goodbye one at a time to our dear friends. Dracula, not Dracula. We'll this one right here. This is who I meant to grab. Chuckles. Oh my goodness. Can you just recreate your decapitation for us one more time? So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you the next time. And don't forget, you can watch Anthony's videos. Make sure to post a comment of your link below, Anthony, so everybody's got it, okay?
Anthonics!
We'll see you next time. Mrs. Stein, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Everybody, Josh, remind me, we'll be seeing Joanne in Demon Doctor Season 2.
We will be seeing a lot of Joanne in Demon Doctor Season 2.
With an entirely different accent.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah, totally different person.
And you can guarantee that we'll be seeing a lot of Joanne for SideKick Power Hour when Demon Doctor 2 comes up our way to rewatch. So thanks to everybody so much for loving on Demon Doctor, and goodbye, Mrs. Stein. You know him and you love him tonight. He was Romero and Wolfie. I have to say, I was really hoping that you would have given us some brains, kind of something or other at some point. I was missing it, but then I realized also, by the way, that I was only about halfway through the show when I realized that you weren't Romeo, because all my glasses need to be adjusted, and I was reading Romeo for the first half of the whole thing. I thought that you were supposed to be Romeo.
That's funny.
Nope, it's Romero.
Of course,
Thanks
based
for having
on
me, guys.
George
Always
Romero,
a blast.
an appropriate name for the zombie and the character. Phil, thanks so much for being with us, and we will see you soon, both in Skeleton Crew Season 5. More of that. We'll be seeing you in probably the Art Blowing It again. Who knows? And also, of course, the Chronicles of Edward, the Edward Chronicles,
or the Edward Chronicles. Yes.
Yeah, the Edward Chronicles, a Skeleton Crew tale. I forgot how we said it.
Something like that.
We'll see you next time. Oh my gosh, I'm totes smitten with the Sally and Mummy. Kristin Cantwell, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It was fun.
It's always fun to have you on, and we will be definitely be seeing more of you in season 5 of Skeleton Crew. And you're actually also in the musical episode, which is really cool.
And you'll see Kristin in Demon Doctor season 2 as well.
And you'll see Kristin in Demon Doctor. I was very fortunate to be on set for one of Kristin's scenes. I will tell you something. I don't know that I've ever heard somebody who's more cut out for a professional screaming job than Kristin Cantwell. Those were really, really good screams. I can't wait for y'all to hear them. Thanks for being with us on SideKick Power Hour. We'll see you next time. And then, oh my goodness, the original cast member of all Joshua shows. How did it feel to do this show? You know, this was, like you said at the beginning, one of Josh's you had not acted in yet.
I know. It's very exciting. It was really fun. It was really fun.
I had a blast. It's always fun having you on. You're such a trip. Please come back and hang out with us here. But I also love when your comments pop up during the show because you're at home watching. Same for Barbara. A lot of the times Barbara's at home watching and we'll say something and she'll pop up a little comment. It's super cute. We love that everybody is at home tuning in. Tonight we had Reverend Yolanda watching, who's pretty much always watching, I think. So glad to have everybody here. Ellen Orlando, everybody, thank you so much. Woo! Barbara Thomas, the award-winning Barbara Thomas. There she is. You know her, you love her.
My jaw. Why is Vampira chewing gum?
Because
I never do.
She's a very oral person. So
I was hoping that it was going to be because she comes up on somebody when they're smoking. I was hoping it was going to be because she was trying to quit smoking. So she was chewing nicotine gum. But
I like the oral person. Yeah, that's me. I can deal with that.
Okay, great. Well, you definitely give us a lot of oral on all. I mean, not oral. Oral. AUAR.
Anyway, Barbara,
we're so glad
I'm going to do a shout out to my husband before you disconnect me.
Please.
Stuart, it was so nice being married.
Such a wonderful time. Always a pleasure.
Gosh.
Thank you so much, Barbara.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
You two were a delight.
You
two were a delight tonight. Yes. So
I'll put you right beside him before you go. Everybody, Barbara Thomas. And then, of course, our regular sidekicks for the SideKick Power Hour, Stuart Kiczek, Ashley Monique Menard. Ashley, I love that you at the end kind of switched into the hormone monster from Big.
Janice kept evolving into the hormone monster.
Just kind of kept going there, and I was like, "Oh, it's so fucking good." It was so funny. Thank you so much for being here tonight, as always. Stu,
thank you for having us, you guys.
I love Chubby John Wick, and I think we've got to get this on YouTube and TikTok real soon.
Yes, I'm gonna morph Dracula into Chubby John Wick.
Was late to the backstage area, but he was saying he was Chubby John Wick, and then I was like, oh, that should just be a whole TikTok channel of its own.
You look like Chubby John Wick.
I tried to dress for Dracula and showed up as Chubby John Wick, so that works out for me.
Well, give me your best Keanu impression. Can't either.
Whoa.
I think that's all we really need.
That is all we really need. Wait, give us, and that's the T as Kiana. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3.
And that's the T.
All right, great.
We're not worthy.
We'll see Stuart and, of course, Ashley Monique Menard. Thanks so much for being here. So much fun tonight. Josh, this was a blast.
I had a wonderful time.
At home, loved it, and want to see more of these kind of things. Let us know below if there's a play that you or a movie or a TV show that you want to see us do like an episode of a reading on camera like this. It's so much fun. I never read this stuff until I get here, and so it's just so much fun to just figure it out live and just have fun. And for me, you know, the sing-songy Phantom thing was it's right up my alley. I mean, it's literally, that was me as a kid, and it got me beat up so many times. So it was really nice to not have to suffer through a beating. You can bash me in the comments below, though. Let me know all about it. Tonight we were performing a play in one act by Joshua R. Pangborn, The Monster Mash Bash. Bravo to you, Josh, for writing such a great play. So funny. And I do think if we rehearse this, we should actually maybe do it. It's super cute. But we will be back next week. Josh, last check on the Patreon subscriber.
Last check, we are at 19.
Okay, we're still at 19.
Awesome.
All right, so as soon as we hit 20,
and in 2 minutes, everybody, 2 minutes, the next episode of Skeleton Crew Season 5 is on Patreon. So
all right, y'all. We will see everybody next week. Bye. All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and
And that's the T.